Hey, friends and family. This is where I just read our monthly update letter that goes out every month and gives you a little snapshot of what we've been up to in Guatemala. Thank you so much for listening. Hope this is helpful to you. So I just read it as it's written. Family and friends, that month flew by. Welcome summer, at least in the U.S., and welcome rainy season here. This last month was my last residency at Talbot for the doctorate program. So I was in the States for that. I was able to see just a few of my family members and 3 churches on the weekends. It is crazy and a bit weird being back in the States. God has done such a work in us personally that it felt a little strange being back. There were so many choices and options for everything, not to mention super fast paced. I was shocked at the cost of things since we left. Almost $6 for a coffee? That only happened once. It made me praise the Lord even more for you on our financial support team. You guys are awesome in your generosity towards this work. Thank you. May the Lord be glorified in your giving to this work, and may you receive more blessings and favor in these crazy times. Know that we thank the Lord for you often. Sarah stayed here in Guatemala, mostly because the boys had their annual missionary kids camp. I think if we had missed that for a stateside trip, they would have revolted. They really look forward to that every year. It did not disappoint either. They had a blast. While they were at camp, a dear friend we met from missionary school was serving in Papua New Guinea, came down to be with Sarah, and they spent some time in Antigua. Then, afterwards, Sarah and the boys helped out dig ministries with the babies, animals, and whatnot during a family wedding in Canada that most of them attended. All that to say, they stayed busy. One of the big accomplishments and total answers to prayer was the safety and favor they had traversing the country. Just the 4 of them. Sarah is turning into quite the tough Guatemalteca driving through the city and back to Jutiapa alone. When we got back at it and went up to the mountain, it was so encouraging to see the people again. We ran into a couple of the deaf while we were walking from house to house giving water filters. They were excited to practice sign language with us. This round of filters was fun because we had another family join us. They are actively praying about leading that they have to serve the deaf here in Guatemala. We had a couple of days with them. It was so good to share our experience and show them the work. It is exciting to think that the Lord is listening and moving in other people's hearts to come to this field and to serve the undeserved people group. More workers are surely needed. There is so much opportunity and we are way in over our heads. While we were gone, it rained pretty much every day. This place is gorgeous in the rain. It must be expressed how glorious it is to not fret about flooding when it rains anymore. Our house was just the way we left it, and there were no problems. That is glorious. All the rain and the sewer stayed on the outside. Praise the Lord. We have it so good that we no longer have to deal with flooding. We are really enjoying our house and are very comfortable here. Don't get me wrong, it's still a Guatemalan house. Well, kind of. And we have to learn to deal with many funky things and lots of creepy crawly things from time to time. We are still dealing with living in a developing country. Slowly but surely we are learning. I built a manual generator transfer system when the power goes out, and which is basically weekly this time of year. And I built a water system that supplies us with a couple of days of water when we lose water, almost weekly. It's these little things that are clicking and making things pretty good here. We are spoiled. We find ourselves amazed at the people we serve in the mountains and how tough they are in their complex situations. It is impressive how they live with so much less and have a beautiful perspective. I think we are the ones learning from them. It's tough because we should be helping and teaching them, but we are the ones who come away with such a different perspective. It is more blessed to give than to receive. I hope we can share this truth with you. I hope you are receiving a blessing for your part in this. Last week, our church asked us to teach them more sign language. It is a sweet thing the Lord is doing with that. Right now, it's just a lot of fun as the people are learning and laughing with and at us. I also got to share the Lord's heart with them again, for everyone, including the deaf. Last week was special because we had a young deaf woman with us. Watching the church learn to communicate with her and include her in the service is like watching heaven come down. All this is a totally new thing for our local church. They are interested in slowly trying to understand how they could have a part in reaching the deaf. We saw them accept the deaf girl, Raquel, into the service, and later we saw a few church members post pictures and videos of us using sign language in the church. The wheels could be starting to spin. That is the vision of Guatemalan Christians ministering to the unreached themselves. We look forward to returning to a rhythm and seeing what the Lord will do through this effort. Since my time in the States, we have been doing a lot of follow-up calls, meetings, and correspondences. We have some plans in the works with several visitors and teams coming down in the next few months. We are incredibly hopeful that He will be doing a good work here in Guatemala as we continue to stretch and step out in faith. If you want to watch an update and to hear me share about the ministry and the Word, one of the churches recorded the services. Here's the link. I'll go ahead and put the link in the notes on the podcast. Be blessed, the Johnsons. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for your love and support. God bless.